I'm gonna start, right? We have changes to the agenda.
Calling the meeting.
Yes, I'm calling the meeting to order.
Perfect. 5:31, I have no changes.
Okay. Public comment.
Do we have any copies? Extra copies of what we discussed tonight?
I'm gonna print it off, some Justin.
If you look in that folder box by Justin's desk, there might be some in there.
I can just grab it right here. Grab this one, unless everyone wants a copy.
I don't need to. Just my head looking at it for way too many months.
Or you?
And more rain than we did. Yeah. Yeah, my spring wishes we did. Well, I'm just thinking, I'm not gonna keep my hopes up to do the last. You didn't get much in today or today, I don't think.
Robert, I don't know what's going on, I don't care.
I think the weather app said it's not raining right now, in case we're lonely. Somebody was actually burning in my
Burn no more.
neighborhood.
Oh,
No, I
apparently something
don't know.
happened.
I
have no
know
idea.
that before.
Don't know.
We camped last weekend, I was like little in a rain, like tiny.
Play some more drama than any.
I know, that's why I said about it.
Made it real far. No. You haven't started? Yeah, we called meeting to order, wait for the agendas. Okay, so now we've got no changes to, so now we're ready for public comment.
Yes.
That'd be you.
You wanna start? I will,
We want to thank you.
Alright.
Thank you tonight.
we're here to let, we wanted, since it's going on record. We wanna thank you for paving the road up to Sterlingville. It's been a long time coming, we've been waiting for it since it was originally announced years ago. And it's not very often that I arrive here and I hear somebody thanking you for the work that you work on and produce for the public, and that's it, thank you.
Thank
And I also want to say that the company that you hired, Hutchins, they were polite, nice. I had people in the park say they didn't make me wait, they let me get right through, I stopped and asked them a couple of questions, and they were very polite about stopping and answering my questions. Had done it then.
Good to hear.
Well, son of a gun, we heard good things tonight.
That's why we're here.
Love it.
Can we vote to end the meeting now?
Thank you for that.
Hi. Yeah. We're not taking out.
Oh. Well, thanks for
Well,
coming in.
thank you.
No. So that was public comment?
Yes.
This would have public. Do we have any more public comment? We're here for public comment. Then you can tell them, we're gonna be talking about that, yes, that's next up. Come right on up. Are you doing podcast about the town plan?
I can,
Yes. Okay,
yes, let me know out there.
yes, then you can, Justin can hear you on the microphone that way.
Hey, Megan.
Yes, Justin.
Hey, so I'm on the town website trying to share that updated plan, and it's requiring access, requesting access and requiring it. I have the one from August, but not the September 3rd edition.
Go to the village website then, if for some reason you're having difficulties.
Okay.
Town one, because it's also on the village website as well, and you should see a September 3rd version. That one I know I used that link recently, so it shouldn't give you any issues. Sorry about that, Justin. Okay, so. Yes, I'm here to talk about the joint municipal plan between Hyde Park Town and Village. And we're here tonight, of course, to have a formal public hearing with the select board. To hear public comments on the draft joint municipal plan, which yep, like I said, covers both the town and the village of Hyde Park. And Justin will momentarily screen share. There was a September 3rd version posted on both the village and the town website for public comment. We had the planning commission hearing back in August, on August 5th, with the joint planning commissions, so both the village and the town planning commission. We received some comments leading up to that and addressed them at that hearing back in August. And I know Justin took very detailed notes from the August planning commission hearing too, if he's interested. And I really just kind of wanted to do more of a really quick high level overview and then open it up for public comments.
Okay. Justin, do we need to do a motion to open this hearing now, or? In my notes?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And Megan, I'm not seeing it on their village website either.
Go to the 2025, for some reason it's on the 2025 zoning page.
Okay.
That's just where they put it.
Yep.
Yeah, you see it, and then there's like a September 3rd version.
Okay, I need to motion to open the hearing. Okay, do I have a second for that?
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay. Great. So, you wanna go do your high level first?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do just a quick high level overview of this plan update, and I'll just, and this sounds like we're number. So that was just a planning commission report that was, also provided when we warned the planning commission public hearing back in August. So you may have seen this already, but figured I'd just, provide it tonight again, because it provides an overview of the kind of the municipal plan update and the process and what was changed. So, of course, we updated all general data references. We brought the enhanced energy plan up to standards per Act 174 for the new enhanced energy planning standards. And that chapter is important because it kind of gives you a little bit more of a voice in the energy siting process under section 248. So that's been updated. In the housing section, per Act 47, we added just a brief section about the statewide housing targets. So you may have seen that in looking at the municipal plan. And that was kind of pulled from like statewide housing need assessments, and also we added in data from there was a countywide assessment for housing done back in 2024. And then one of the chapters, kind of aside from general updates,
one of the chapters I wanted to point out that we added as part of this municipal plan update was the health and wellness chapter. And that really, it really is all about just promoting health and wellness in the community. And that's simple things such as like, enhancing community park space, promoting social events so people can connect in the community. Thinking about access to services, whether it be like healthcare or basic services needs, and really just kind of promoting healthy community design. So that's what that chapter is about. And I do just want to point out that all the chapters in the municipal plan, they're all part of this policy document. So this is a non-regulatory policy document. I just want to emphasize that, you have your zoning bylaws. Those are your regulations versus this is more of a guiding kind of visionary document. So the recommendations throughout these chapters, they are just that, they're recommendations. That the town and the village will kind of just, excuse me, chip away at over the, the next 8 years. Sorry, I should have drank some water before. So yeah, so the recommendations, they're not mandatory, and I just wanted to emphasize that. And the town and village can kind of prioritize from these recommendations in the municipal plan what makes sense at the time. And just kind of chip away at them. So those are kind of the high level changes. I know we have a couple other just references here, statutory references, like making sure natural resource chapter complies with Act 171, which is about forest integrity and trying to prevent too much fragmentation, say, of those priority forest blocks. And then another key piece in the land use section, we made sure it reflected your updated town zoning bylaws as well as the village zoning bylaws that they've been working on recently. So those will be compatible between your municipal plan and your town and village zoning bylaws. And then we have another public hearing with the village trustees coming up this Thursday. And their hearing starts at 6 on Thursday. And so that's kind of just tried to schedule them as part of their regular meetings. So I really want to just, I just want to provide that high level overview. I have checklists if you're really interested, I'm just gonna set these aside in case people want to take them with them or look at them. But you don't need to look at all that now. I brought the checklist to show that, the municipal plan is compliant with chapter 117 under title 24. So you meet all the required elements of the municipal plan. And then the other checklist I'll just leave here is the enhanced energy plan checklist, which also just demonstrates again, your enhanced energy chapter is compliant and it's up to the latest standards under Act 174. To just maintain that voice in the energy siting process. So I guess with that, I'd like to open it up for public comment, or if some of the planning commission members who are here tonight want to speak, that's fine too. I just wanted to open it up for comments on the draft municipal plan at this point.
You have any, did you want to speak, Richard, or no?
Well, I'm just curious, is there any particular reason why you need to have the health and wellness chapter in there? I mean, it's not required, is it? I mean, why would you put something in that's just gonna add to more issues, might be issues down the road about, we can't do this, we can't do that. I would seem to think that chapter should just be put on the shelf and when it's required.
So good question. Fair question. The health and wellness chapter, even though it's not required, it really, honestly, it is kind of reflective of other elements and chapters in the plan as well. And again, it's like I tried to emphasize before, none of these recommendations in the plan are a mandate. They're not mandates. they're just recommendations. They're just trying
They're
to
not
help.
law.
They're not law. They're just trying to help guide this overall community vision. And honestly, health and wellness is kind of represented too in some of the other chapters as well. It takes kind of looking at healthy community design, promoting health and wellness in your community, and puts it into a dedicated chapter. Versus, some communities, they do a dedicated chapter, and others might kind of sprinkle it in as well throughout the municipal plan. But there are a lot of other communities in Vermont County that do have a health and wellness chapter.
Where nothing's gonna happen if something doesn't get done. It's just. There, I've heard a lot of people complaining about this, but I don't understand why there's so much controversy over this one thing than anything else. Why don't people like it? That's what I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask you, Richard, do you have a specific thing that
Well,
you're
I'm
concerned
concerned,
about?
I'm
or-
concerned about being set up about, especially this knotweed issue.
Mhm.
That end up being a liability to homeowners down the road. That was one of my big concerns, and rather than having it stated. Maybe you should just. It should be either taken out or made it more general.
We actually, and if I may, my name is Valerie Rothbard, and on the planning commission. And so the knotweed, I believe that's in the transportation chapter.
Right, I think it's in a
It's
different.
not in
chapter.
the health and wellness chapter.
Natural resources.
Yeah.
Natural resources.
Primarily,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we did change the language so it was more generalized, because that was agreed, that was sort of a concern as we talked about it more. In terms of the health and wellness chapter, when we first started working on the town plan, I broached the idea of having a separate chapter. And we talked about either leaving health and wellness within all the chapters or having a dedicated chapter. And the planning commission gave me the green light, just like, go for it, write something up, see what it looks like. And so we played with it for months, and every time I brought it, it would be, well, add more, how about this, add this. And so it did go a little too long, so we really pared it down a lot. And reviewing the recommendations as Megan was emphasizing, the wording in here is explore, encourage, promote, maintain. So it's a lot of just considering the needs of the community when opportunities arise. So when there's a grant that comes available, or and we look to the select board to say, the economy is not right now to explore this, so we're gonna not do it right now. That's your job. But we just are saying that, representing the community where we all have the liberty to choose, to make healthy choices. So this is really what the vision of this chapter is, and just recognizing that we are growing older, and needs of older populations are different. We also have a population of youth that, we want to encourage them to have opportunities to grow up healthy and strong. So, that's really, what it's more of a vision, it's more of a, we care about our community, we want it to be vibrant and healthy.
Does that answer your question, Richard?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Okay. And like Valerie said, we really did take out all the wills, all the shells, all
that stuff.
yeah, out of,
Through every single word.
yeah, so just a soften language. Yeah, so it doesn't feel like,
You're being
You know.
told what to do.
right, yeah,
That's not what any of this is.
Correct,
Right.
It's not telling you what to do, it's not saying this
Yeah.
must happen, this has to happen, this is just a bit, like Valerie said, it's a vision, suggestion, maybe, wouldn't it be nice if, you know? So,
And it's an 8-year plan, you have to remember that,
Right.
maybe right now, the economy is like everyone's sort of hanging on to their pocketbook right now. But, perhaps down the road, when we want to, and I'll just share a little bit about, I'm also on the scoping, committee for North Hyde Park, and looking at reducing the speed, the traffic, bringing some sidewalks back to the community. And one of the committee members and myself, we did a door to door. We went to all the neighborhood and we spoke to 9 folks, and unanimously, they all said they want sidewalks, they want traffic to be slowed, they want to get out. They want to be able to walk to the store they want to walk their dogs. They want safety and opportunity to be active in their neighborhood. So, I mean, that tells me a lot too.
Any other comments or thoughts or suggestions?
I haven't had the opportunity to look at the town plan. I haven't seen where it is. I
Oh,
thought
it's-
it was being presented tonight.
Oh, no, it was presented, well, at the last meeting at Two Sons, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, and it's been on the website. We've had it on the website regularly, right, Justin? The town and the village?
We have, though I'm having trouble accessing it. It worked on when I first posted it, but now it's requiring a request for access. But it is readily available on the village website once you find it. And there's a second, I can distribute the plan again, download it, re-upload it, distribute it to a newsletter, and then we have a second public hearing in December as well.
Perfect, thank you, Justin.
Well, you might want to put the link on. Front page form,
Okay, that's a good idea. Did you hear that, Justin?
so,
Posting it on front porch,
Putting the
posting on front porch forum.
link on Front Porch Forum,
You post a whole.
not our website, we can do, on Facebook.
You can do it when you go to the newsletter.
He's gonna put it in the newsletter, it'll be a link, so
Yeah.
it'll be on there.
Yeah, let's see.
Ruth, do you have any
Yes.
thoughts?
You do, okay.
We would like to read a book. So either place.
Either place will be good. We'll do both,
Thank you.
just in case, for the ones that don't get the newsletter. So we don't adopt this yet.
No.
Okay.
Tonight was really kind of just to hear public
Okay, that's
comments
what I thought.
and, see if there were, any needed changes at this point
Okay,
to the municipal plan.
and then the village may have things.
The
for
village,
today.
yeah, the
Sure.
village trustees and other folks who attend the village trustees public hearing this Thursday may have comments. So again, that's just part of the regular village trustees meeting and the hearings at 6.
So yeah, if you have time to look at the plan before Thursday, the village is doing a public hearing on Thursday at 6. So if you wanted to attend that, if you end up having some questions, you could do that as well, so.
Yeah, and I would say the most important thing to look at in the plan, an easy skim would be to just go to the end of the chapters and just look at the policy and the recommendations section, or even just the recommendations. If you're just kind of wanting to see what is the overall vision that the plan is promoting, what are some of the recommendations? I would suggest that.
Okay.
If it is a long plan. But yeah.
You might not have time to read it before Thursday.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, 48 hours.
Yeah. Just
You give me the cliff notes for
Just
it.
look, yeah. Yeah, right. Right.
Is that, people even know what that is anymore? Probably not.
Yeah.
Kids probably don't. Just Google it. Okay, so I think we're good then. So motion to close the hearing.
Motion to close the hearing.
Okay, have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You might want to abstain, yeah, abstain, yeah. Lance walked in, Justin, so he abstained from that, just because he kind of walked in the middle of it. Okay, so next meeting is December 2nd, did you say? No.
Yeah, the next public hearing, yeah, it would be your early December meeting.
Which is not second.
And
Will be the
we just
The
said,
9th.
the 9th.
yeah, so for the select board, it's the 9th.
Yeah, okay.
For the trustees, it's the 4th in December. So that's your second public hearing. The select board is required to have a second public hearing, you know, since there weren't really any major changes suggested tonight. I mean, the trustees will only have to have a second public hearing, say if there was something substantial
Okay.
suggested for change at the next hearing, but ideally our hope and goal, so that Hyde Park Town and Village still has a active municipal plan to apply for grants and things like that.
Right,
Is that you actually would have your public hearing, second one in December, and then after that, you close the hearing and make a vote to approve the plan
okay,
and adopt it.
okay,
And I do just want to emphasize, as part of the process, even, you know, if both the select board and trustees adopt the plan in December after that hearing, amendments like in the future can always be made
okay.
to the
great.
municipal plan. So
Okay.
that's like, you know.
We're not carved in stone. for
Right,
years.
exactly. You
Okay.
just want to re-adopt your plans so that you have, you know, you can get your planning confirmation status back. You can apply for grant opportunities that might require an active municipal plan.
Okay,
But you can always amend it in the future,
great,
even after you adopt it.
okay.
Megan, would you like us to try and coordinate a joint meeting? So you don't have to have a second meeting with both the town and village?
If you can do that, that's always a wonderful thing, but
That would be great.
so that would be great. And if it's possible, let me know, and if not, then we'll warn the hearings accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
A busy time of the year, but I think we should try to make it work.
I think, yeah, having kind of a final
Yeah,
joint public hearing can be helpful.
Yeah.
That you have both boards in the room
I
at the
agree.
same time.
And then we can
have
adopt it
consensus.
together, yeah.
So, yeah, that would be great.
Like
Yeah,
that,
you
yeah.
can make that work.
Okay.
Because otherwise you sometimes find yourself going back and forth.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think that's great.
Great. Okay, well, thank you so much, as always.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna skip around through one other item, but I'll let somebody else sit in the hot seat in the
Okay.
meantime.
Okay. So we, you didn't make any changes to the agenda, did you? Okay. Jen on. Hi, Jen.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you all? I'm here tonight to talk to you guys about first quarter financial reports for FY26. Happy to report that we are on track for the most part. Yeah. Everything's looking good. I'm not really concerned about much of anything at this point. It's so early to tell. Did you guys get a chance to review the memo that I sent on Friday?
Yeah, and it's kind of,
I can't hear you well, Jen. Can you yell?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did
there
you
you
guys
go.
get a chance to review the memo that I sent on Friday? Maybe, do you guys have any questions or?
Yeah, I didn't have time to look through the whole budget thing, the whole report, but I looked at your, you know, your bullet points, I should
Yeah.
say. I love it when you do that. And nothing really stuck out to me either. I don't know about you guys, but
My town email's not working, so I didn't get this yet.
oh, it's not.
I got a new phone and I don't have access, I need administrative access to
Oh,
get back into
okay.
town email.
We'll
I
forward it
reached
to you.
out to Alex, I've been a month without it, so
Okay,
I gotta do something.
Jen, were you able to hear Matt?
Yes.
Are you able to reset his password?
Yeah, we can work on that tomorrow. I don't know if you have time, Matt, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just gotta call you. Or you want me to stop in?
I can ask for a password reset, or yeah, you can stop in.
Okay.
I'll reach out tomorrow. I guess if I had to be concerned about anything, it would be heavy equipment maintenance. We're already over budget at 31%. And I have some other known expenses, like invoices that are waiting to be paid with a power plan credit, as well as the work that I think is supposed to be getting done to the road foreman truck. So,
Did I see that back on the road today?
Yeah, what's that going?
Oh, sorry.
Sweet. We should see that invoice any day now. Sounds like the truck's done.
perfect. So we'll have a better view on that towards the end of October. But I gave you guys just the reserve balances are stated for you guys instead of looking through the report. Fire department looks great. Library's on track, and so is the cemetery. And yeah, I'm not concerned right now.
When you say above target, does that mean that we're in the good, or that mean we've, like, when do you use that wording?
Above target, 55%. So first quarter, we're looking at, we want to look for 25%.
Okay.
Of, the whole year. So are you looking at recreation?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's on revenues, so that means we're doing better.
Yes, you've collected over half of your revenues for the entire year in the first quarter.
Which is probably honestly pretty normal because of soccer.
No, she's saying this is revenues, this is the money brought in.
Right, but don't you charge for them?
No, it's
All the tournaments.
It's ball field
soccer,
recreation.
our banner program.
Oh,
But I think but I don't know if that landed this year. So our banner program, I think it's almost all our revenues.
yeah.
So.
Okay. Great. You guys have any other questions for Jen? No, apparently. Okay, perfect. Did you guys look at the warrants? Yeah. Do you want to make a motion?
I move that we approve the warrants.
Skip over Ryan. That was very nice. Do I have a second? A second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, abstained. Okay, sorry, Ryan, I skipped right over you. You wanna come on up? You wanna stay back there? So you have something cool, yeah.
Did you find out? You need a phone?
Like we just let it go. I know. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll put. Let's try this.
You've seen this.
So. We're kind of in the same boat as the fast squad was, we've been doing research on this for a while. All our mobile radios, we bought with a grant back in. Right after 9/11, when we scared the grant, so they're 25 years old. And I feel like every time we go out, they're break. Or somebody comes back and goes, this ain't working, and you can't fix them. I've tried to fix them, I've tried to you can't get batteries, can't get nothing going. So
We got theirs with some grant.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is all deja vu.
I noticed it.
Yeah.
Very much deja vu.
Right after 9/11,
9/11, right?
Homeland Security grant.
they were giving away a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, she lasts a long time.
Yeah,
But-
so to replace all the ones on the truck. There's the first one.
Okay,
That's just the radio.
okay,
I don't think I need to upgrade the batteries, which is the second line,
okay.
because I don't think we need to upgrade to high-end 24-hour top time battery.
Oh,
I don't think it's necessary.
okay.
The
But-
third line, the speaker mic, we do need that.
Okay.
And then you got the programming. We got a 6-unit charger that's gonna go on the new truck.
Okay.
person who's shipping. Then you got way down at the bottom, number 11. Vehicle chargers. We need 9 of them.
You need 9?
Yeah, so that's 4,200 for 9 of them.
Why do you need 9? Those, like,
Those are the chargers that go in the truck, so we can charge them when they.
got it, okay,
But we only need 9 because we got the 6-unit charger above.
gotcha.
So that's it's only gonna charge 5.
Chargers that go in the fire trucks or the
Yes.
vehicles?
Fire trucks. These are gonna all go in trucks.
I see.
We don't need any.
We're not
All the
talking
officers.
9
No,
individual trucks.
no.
Yeah.
That's how I was reading it.
Oh, no.
Like-
Because according to NFPA, you have to have
Yes.
a portable radio for every air pack, and you have to have an air pack for every riding position of the truck.
Even if there's one person in the truck.
So if you have 3 seats in the truck, you have to have 3 air packs and 3 portable radios.
Okay.
That's the rules. I don't agree with them, but
Okay. And you need 14.
need 14 radios.
Okay.
Just a question, are our radios worth anything trade-in value? Didn't think so.
Yeah,
I figured it out.
I did ask
Yeah.
that question.
We go through.
$100 for 20.
I use Radio North a lot, so we've been in and out of it, and they
Yeah.
did, the last time we did it, they must have had some type of grant, so they did take our back in, but it wasn't a lot.
Oh, they did take them?
Yeah, but
I
it
mean,
was-
I'll ask him again, but I have
Yeah.
asked him in the past and they're like, yeah.
Especially if you can't get batteries or fix them, I mean, they're not really useful.
I think I got
for
like 4
anybody.
of them sitting on the desk because I can't
Can't even fix them.
fix them. Batteries are junk or whatever. So I come up with a grand total of 23,483.
What is it, 22,483?
Yep. Is
Let you ask a question, just because I like,
no,
no,
it's like, oh,
just like Park. North Hyde Park is a separate entity.
No, I know that.
yeah, no, this is just for us. Okay.
What's the total number of radios for you?
14. I took 15,000 out of my budget last year and put it in the equipment fund. For
Thinking
this,
about this,
that was my reasoning to
okay,
try to save the money last year.
So it's in your equipment reserve?
In the equipment reserve.
22,483.
That what you come up with?
Yeah, sorry,
No,
can't just go pick them up.
I think that's,
It's only $60. That's probably.
I'm guessing that's shipping there, to
Probably.
their place.
Probably.
Cause he didn't, I mean. Cause a lot of times people are in Burlington, so they can pick up stuff usually, but.
Okay, so.
So I put
15K.
15 grand in there last year out of last year's budget. And Jen would have to quote me on this, but I think there's 39,000 in that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She was
So-
so.
Was there something
only
else
spe-
on this list you didn't, sorry, was there something else you didn't need on this list besides number 2?
Well, I was just gonna ask, so your single chargers? Is that a preference instead of having a 6-bay and, cause you have 3 trucks, right?
Yeah,
So what if we had a 6-bay, and then 2 singles?
Because he might not, because he already said it has to be per truck. So the other.
Because-
might not
well-
6 people.
I see what you're saying. We could probably, you're right. I could probably do that and be cheaper
It would reduce $2,000.
because I didn't really thought of that because. Like the other trucks only need 3 radios.
Correct. So you can.
So I can ask them the question if they have a smaller,
Well, yeah, a gang.
you know, like a smaller gang, like do they have a 4-1
Well,
or?
we have 6 gangs at work and we just leave 3 radios in the 6th gang.
Right.
So you could do the same thing. It's for $700, you're getting,
That's
Yeah.
true.
for $700, you're getting a 3 gauge
You're right.
versus. Single at $460.
Because I thought the same thing. I'm like $467 for one, or you got 700 for 6.
I mean, I'm just speaking.
No,
of that.
no, you're totally fine with that.
Yeah, because if you bought 6 individual ones.
But you were
I'd
just
have
gonna
to-
argue, you were just gonna argue the other way here. Now you're arguing for me. I don't know whether you're coming or going.
I understand what he was saying, but now I get it, because if you were to put a 6, one that's for 6
Go in the truck.
in a truck,
that
I would-
was 3 people,
I would just have to-
$717, whereas if you buy 3 individual ones at 467, that's almost $3,000.
I think,
Even if you had 3 empty spots, I mean, who cares? You're
I would
saving
have to,
a lot of money.
I would have to see the size of it and make sure I got room to make something that, you know what I mean?
I should have brought mine with you. It's like 18 inches by probably 12 inches.
Right.
It's like a tray.
Well, like you
Right.
said, did they make a smaller one than a 6?
They probably do make I think we had 4 gangs back in the day. They probably make a 4 gang.
I can ask
Yeah.
the question and see if I
Yeah.
can.
It'd save you.
Right, no, I will look at, I will find that question out too.
Yeah.
And if we can mount a 6 gang on all the trucks, and I'll do that,
Just
yeah,
Okay.
it'd be cheaper.
Still cheaper.
So yeah, there is 39,000 in the Hyde Park Fire Equipment Reserve.
Oh yeah, I thought like that was.
And that is where you want this to all come from?
Yeah,
We agree to get these for you?
yeah, that's what I'm asking is to spend that money out of there.
Okay.
And all the other options, Nicole, that you were asking about, if I didn't need all the gas sensors and all that stuff, I don't need any of that.
Okay, I just wasn't getting the same total that you did. That when I added them all up, that's what I was asking.
Oh, yeah,
So the only one on
I
the.
didn't need the
plate
upgrade
is-
batteries and then
Okay,
the other options are.
So,
Then on the bottom, it says options available, you get vehicle charger,
which,
I put 9 down, but
so if we did 16.
okay.
Ryan, the headsets. Only showing 1.
I think that's just an option.
Okay.
Yeah,
but is
so
that
if we
something-
needed one, it was $600.
Do you already have headsets?
I do, but I don't. If we did, we would only need like one of them, probably for engine one. Cause we just put that on for the pump operator. But I was
Okay.
gonna find out if the guys even use that.
Your guys' comments don't go through the helmet or the headset when you're riding to a call.
On engine 2, we have that, yeah.
You do,
The other trucks, we don't have those,
okay,
cause they're expensive.
sure,
But,
uh,
but yeah, we do have a headset.
you do have
on
money in the
truck.
budget. Just one of those things that's quoted if we're saving money on the portable.
Yes, I may have to get, like, I'll ask the guys if they use them. Some-
I didn't get any of those.
We do have.
Three of these.
Or this for
Well,
whoever.
At least on, it's on the pump operator, usually have the headset.
Yeah,
So I came up with 20,253 if we don't get any single ones, if we get the 3 6-packs, right? What you would need?
4.
Oh. I don't think I did 4.
Oh,
Just, nope, I didn't, I just did 3. 20,970. Give or take. It's depending on the headset you were just talking about.
do you guys
Yeah.
wanna consider just approving like spending up to $25,000?
Sorry,
I was gonna
I was gonna
suggest.
suggest the same thing.
Yep,
Mhm.
it's just.
And then you can figure out exactly what you want.
Yeah, I can, like I said, I'll look into the 6 gang chargers and see if.
Yeah.
Or if they have, like,
I can
3 or
make
4
4 work,
ones.
cause I totally agree, cause I thought the same thing, I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, for $200 you get,
I'll make a motion to, spend up to 25,000 out of the, fire department. Like, the town of Hyde Park Fire Department equipment reserve balance for these radios.
About 2.
Then it's just at the beginning.
You said-
Oh, you did it, sorry. Do I have a second for that?
Second.
Hey, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oppose, abstain. Okay.
Yeah.
You're good. Thank you. Have a good night.
Oh,
Okay.
and hey guys, what was the name of that company that you're going through?
Radio North Group.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So our lovely culvert failure.
On Cricket Hill Road. This was identified by a homeowner who was doing some work down the bank and noticed that one of the culverts is completely collapsed, the other one's partially collapsed. Myself, Mark, the guys from the state went down, took a look at it. The estimate is about 25% water capacity. Well, luckily, we're in a drought.
Yeah,
There is no water flowing. But by evidence of, behind the property owner's house, there's a cement wall that he's built that's 5 cement blocks high and probably 10 to 15 feet long. So there is some history of flooding in the area. It is a concern, especially if we have a big winter of snow and then everything melts. There's a potential that in the spring it could create an issue. The road does appear to be sloping slightly towards the inlet side of the culverts. There was a hope that we would be able to apply for an emergency grant to cover this. That funding no longer exists. So on Friday it was there, on Monday it was gone. Matt went
Probably
and
gonna
looked at it.
I did.
Do you have anything?
To add.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go look down it because I was wearing Crocs, but I mean, you get.
I crawled down there and Crocs.
So, but. Like I was telling them before before the meeting got there, there's definitely only one available out there. Do I think it'll make through the winter? I don't know, but
A little risky.
I mean, I don't, temporarily, we could probably install something of similar size. And be fine,
And fix it correctly in the spring.
correct, and try to apply for a grant and try to get something to that effect.
In order to do the work, the stream alteration permit requires us to install an 8-foot culvert.
Exactly, and well, I think, but the other problem is that there's too much cover, so like them metal culverts aren't good, you keep, it's like 9-foot cover.
Right.
And that's probably the,
At least, I mean, it's pretty far down.
yeah, so. that's the
So those
problem.
are only 3 foot.
I think what I was seeing was 30-inch. Would have been my guess, it might be 3 foot, I mean, maybe it's
I
not
looked at it around, well,
Correct.
To 2 4-foot culverts sitting next.
I don't think it's 4 foot.
No.
I definitely didn't see, if it's 4 foot, it's. Squished 4 foot big time.
So if you're gonna double the size, you're not gonna have as much cover going either.
Well, the 8-foot culvert, like these metal culverts that they're talking about, most of them, they want like 1 to 5 inch, 1 to 5 feet of cover anyways. Which would put it where we need to be, but we do also have guardrail in that section too, so they'll probably have to double nest the guardrail and all that stuff.
Yeah. And Mark was thinking we'd have to expand the footprint of the road itself to regain that slope. So we're talking about bringing in equipment still,
Yeah,
well,
but it hasn't been engineered yet.
I think we could do a couple boulder walls on each side of it and then slope it to the pipe, because I mean, in theory, an 8-foot pipe gets you up higher,
Sure.
so your slopes catch quicker.
Yeah.
You know,
You're gonna have some fill left over.
yeah. I think it would, I don't think we're looking at a failure. I don't think I wanna say, yeah, let's spend $40,000 for the town right now, especially on a road that has access out both ways. If that culvert completely fails, everyone on the road still has a way out, and it's not like it's a huge detour.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'd rather see us find the funding,
I agree.
$40,000, and not put it on taxpayers, that's my take.
I agree with.
That culvert does fail, it's gonna redirect water anywhere that we.
If that culvert fails and redirects water, we could just open it up with our excavators and it would be an open channel.
Yeah.
That also becomes an emergency situation,
Correct.
and we could, put something temporary in.
Exactly.
It's very, very little water running through it.
Especially now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different, but
I think it's a hard call for us though. I mean, $40,000 on the tail end of this thing. My guess is that culvert's gonna be 40,000, and then the install is probably, we're talking. By the time, I mean,
yeah, it's not a $40,000 project, is it?
it's probably 80.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
figured.
That's not something we can do. The machine not there.
So we'd have to put it out to bid anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna have somebody to do it.
I mean, I gave him just a rough estimate of just
Sure.
providing labor and equipment was like 12,000, 13,000. I figured on a 3-day install, but that's town providing all the trucking, all equipment, all material. That's
Sure.
it. That's not what the
That's
garbage,
just your machine.
yeah, because it is gonna take a big machine.
Sure.
But the guardrail's probably another $6,000 to $7,000 add too.
And completely necessary.
It is completely necessary.
Drop right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So. We probably should make a motion that we're going to wait this out, or do we need to make a motion, or
We
the
need-
agreement that we?
I think we have Alex be hunting grants and we keep this on the open
on the
agenda.
open, okay.
And I think that we follow up, but we also should definitely make sure that we're monitoring it. I mean, if 2 weeks from now, the thing's completely collapsed, maybe we start talking a little deeper, but
Sure.
obviously someone just brought this to attention. This isn't something, this could have been like this for
10 years.
5 years.
It's true.
I mean,
Yeah,
my guess is it has, been that way for a long time. Like,
Okay.
I mean, she just cut all the trees and everything else, so opened it up, so you can see it now.
And it's quite a bank, so it's not.
Yeah. Correct.
And there would be nothing stopping us from doing this emergency repair in, let's say, mid-February.
Mhm.
If it became an issue, I'd be able to dig through the frost and get it done.
Nah, your cost, but.
Sure, yeah.
I got big excavators.
that's a big boy.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It would be a little harder for the town to get gravel out of our pit, but basically, I mean, that's,
It's not gonna happen.
yeah.
Okay.
I honestly,
Let's go with that.
I feel comfortable with it. I mean, if it was collapsing, we would see potholes, we would have seen sinkholes it's not like we've seen sinkholes in the road. I mean. Yeah,
It's a crappy time to identify it,
yeah, it is.
getting so close to winter when all the funding's dried up.
Right.
We can push it.
Well, thanks for looking. Giving us your insight.
It's just,
That's why we keep you around.
thanks. When you find my replacement. Let me know.
That's what you think. Oh. Okay, well, let's move along here. Centerville Dam.
Megan, did you want?
Do you want to speak on
Yes,
this?
sure.
Did you have copies of what you sent me? For the clean water projects?
Super. Okay. So they must, let's see, so select board, you'll have copies of this. Okay, of the funding notice then, this is your meeting packet. These folks don't have copies, I was just gonna leave them there as color versions. And then I also did, just for awareness, also bring a copy of the design plan. Was that something around? Okay, so you can share that with select board members. Yeah, so the current clean water service provider grant that helped fund the preliminary design of these potential Centerville Brook Dam removal project is, soon coming to a close, and now there's this other funding opportunity that you have in front of you, which is also through the Lamoille Clean Water Service Provider, which is basically our counterpart in the Northwest region. The Northwest Regional Planning Commission operates that. And, so there's no match with these grants. They do not require a match. And,
We like those.
yeah, those are good.
Those are good.
Those are good. And it's not gonna go away tomorrow, so that's also good.
Okay.
It's state funding. It's state funding through the Clean Water Fund, through Vermont DEP. And it's, administered through the Clean Water Service Provider, essentially. The applications are due November 13th. And so what we were thinking is this is really an opportunity to, if the select board is interested to pursue the next phase of design for potential dam removal.
This is to get 100% plans.
Yeah, this would be to get 100% plans. With the current grant and what I just handed out, we now have a draft 30% design plans that Fitzgerald Environmental Associates has prepared. And if you do have any comments on the draft plans, they're accepting comments through the end of this week. So I just want to flag that. We had a nice design review meeting that Alex attended last week on the 8th.
Was that meeting recorded?
It was recorded. I sent around the link.
Okay, great, so I can circulate that to you guys,
Yeah.
just
so
in
you
case you
could-
wanna
you
walk
could-
through it.
Watch the recording as well of that design review meeting, and you know, if you do have, and the meeting notes were shared too.
Yes,
So you could send around the recordings and the meeting notes from the October 8th design review meeting. And yeah, feel free to browse those notes or listen to the recording if you have time, and if you have any follow-up comments on the 30% draft. I'd say, you know, you can send those to Alex and I, and we're happy to pass them along to the engineering team. But they're looking for comments kind of by the end of the week, just because this current grant is gonna be wrapping up for them in terms of their contract November 1st. But really, the potential action item tonight would be, you know, are you interested in pursuing a grant opportunity that doesn't have match through clean water state funds and the well service provider to kind of pursue the next phase of this potential dam removal? And the dam, if you've been by it recently, you know, it already is starting to crumble a little bit, you know, some pieces have already gone downstream, so there is some, you know, concern and potential liability. It is on town property now because the property was donated to the town a few years ago. So you know, pursuing this grant could help you get 100% design plans and kind of move it along. You know, there's also a culvert right immediately downstream of that dam that is still in decent condition.
What disadvantage would the town have if we were to pursue 100% match and have, we'll call it a shelf project? Say, you know, we get the 100% plans and they're shelved until we get grant funding. Would it be any disadvantage to us?
You mean pursue the 100% design?
Yeah.
What disadvantage or? I don't know, do you
Yeah.
want to rephrase
But
your
this
question?
is a 100% match, so to me, it's a no-brainer, that's why.
Right,
and-
there's no match, basically.
Right, so there's zero cost to the town to get 100% plans, and then essentially we're gonna shelf the plans. Until we get some type of funding, cause
Yes.
I think that
Yes.
the group here has already talked about, like, we're not looking at. Going to spend a bunch of money on the dam that's been there forever.
Right.
And
Right.
it is a beaver area, but I mean, if there's additional funding to grant the project and make it happen.
Mhm.
Then I think we'd be interested, but essentially this is the first step to getting there. But
Yeah.
do you see any disadvantage of us to say no to this,
I don't see a disadvantage.
or any reason why we wouldn't?
I mean, it's like you said, it's the only thing I just have to double check on, which we'll find out shortly from the engineers, is to make sure that the project still yields high enough phosphorus reduction, because that's part of the grant application requirement. I feel like this project will. So we'll confirm that, but I don't really see any disadvantage, because like you said, it's, you know, if this grant was awarded, then it would be 100% covered in terms of the final design engineering. And I talked to our executive director, and she's fine with LCPC being the grant applicant again. We're the grant applicant on the current Clean Water Service Provider grant. So that just takes some, you know, administrative burden off Alex's
Exactly.
plate
Yeah.
there. And it just means the money will flow through LCPC instead of the town. So we're happy to do that and be the grant applicant. And like you said, it would be covered with no match, and then you have these 100% design plans on the shelf, kind of like ready to go.
Right.
If and when like the appropriate implementation funding becomes available, you know, there's nothing that says you have to implement this now. It's just, you'd have the plans available. If, you know,
We needed to.
yeah, they'd kind of be shovel ready for
Just
when.
leaves us not having to scrimble if something happens.
And Matt, part of the 30% design does call for a beaver dam analog. Be installed throughout this area, so they're gonna essentially create structures that encourages the beavers to finish. Damming up that section. So it's gonna encourage the beavers to stay. Essentially. Am I describing that well?
I know.
I mean, the beavers are gonna, beavers probably are not gonna go anywhere, as you know, anyway.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But it seems like if you look at the plans, the beaver dam analog is really to It mostly would be like underground, or at grade, to have like, it's really to stabilize the bank there and that instead of having like a head cut situation, develop, it's to help stabilize the bank in the channel. Because once the, if the dam is removed one day, it's gonna kind of slowly create this natural stream channel again, but you probably still have some wetland plants, kind of fill in. But it's really to help stabilize that, so you don't have like this head cut that develops in the stream channel. But definitely, like I said, feel free to look at the plans and if you have any comments,
Go ahead.
and share them. Did you have a question?
I do, I'm trying to figure out, why all of a sudden this has come up and isn't this helping with flood control the way it is now, not sending all that water directly down that brook?
So the concern is,
A lot of that water gets backed up behind that.
well, a lot of water and sediment does, but it's not, those dams are not designed to be flood control dams. And if you would have a really major flooding event, the concern is that the dam could give out and actually cause more damage to the culvert immediately downstream or the properties downstream. So by kind of proactively planning ahead, you're actually planning to reduce flood damage, especially to public infrastructure. So that's definitely a concern. It could give out at some point. So this is kind of more of a proactive planning approach. Any other questions?
I think so.
I make a motion to authorize LCPC to apply for the Clean Water Funding Grant for the purpose of producing a 100% design for the preferred alternative at the Centerville Dam, which is complete removal and relocation of the existing dry hydrant to the identified location.
Okay, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed, abstained. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you. You're in touch with applications and whatnot.
Thank you.
Bring those in. Just want to see how your plans flies.
Absolutely.
Oh, did they come in and talk to you about Fleur Road?
They did.
Okay, good.
Next item.
Yes, it is.
All right, so we received a complaint from Flurry Road. There's a vehicle, one specifically, that's traveling at a very high rate of speed, estimated between 50 and 60 miles an hour. I Google mapped this and did some measurements. It's 0.33 miles. Very short road, highly residential. They describe that there's children who occupy some of the houses. They're out playing. This car is also doing burnouts and essentially just causing a nuisance, being extremely unsafe. The road is not posted for speed limits. That's not part of our traffic ordinance. And thus, Memorial County Sheriff says it's not enforceable. So I'm kicking this to you guys. You want to go through the motions of conducting a speed study, potentially replacing speed limit signs, maybe installing some slow children at play signs.
Weren't we allowed to adopt our town overall of 45 miles an hour, no matter what?
I couldn't find anything inside the ordinance.
Really?
There's state law, which supersedes ordinance, which gives law enforcement authority to conduct motor vehicle stops on any car traveling above 50 miles an hour on any road that's not identified that has pavement. From what I found, it was 35 miles an hour on any road that was outside of the village or neighborhood centers. So I haven't had a chance to follow up with the sheriff's department on this. I can't imagine they're going to sit on Flurry Road, which is a third of a mile, and attempt to stop one car who's traveling there.
Do we have to do a speed study or can we, because it's a dirt road, didn't we already agree that we wanted all dirt roads to be 35? Didn't we adopt
I thought
that?
we adopted it.
We adopted that last year, I thought.
Okay.
I'm quite
I may
positive.
not have made the ordinance. But I can double check.
Yeah,
I don't know where that would be hidden, but I can ask Kim. Kim would probably know.
yes, because that was a big deal,
Who was,
a huge deal.
we got all the roads listed out.
Yeah.
Which ones we're gonna go.
And that's when all the new signs went into play.
Sure.
So. It's got to be listed somewhere on there.
And then the question is, would we want to
Thank you for
place?
your service.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Then the big question is, would we want to place speed limit signs on the road? If we were able to.
I mean, it's not gonna do any good, but if it's gonna make it enforceable, that they could pull the potential car over.
Sure.
Because are they saying they can't pull them over because there's no sign that they wouldn't be able to really issue a ticket?
And obviously I haven't talked to the sheriff's
Okay.
department. This is secondhand through.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
But that's how it was delivered to me. It's non-enforceable because it's not part of the.
And that's what sounds like when Ron was doing this way back when, that's exactly kind of what this feel is, that if there's no sign there, then it wasn't enforceable.
Because
That's why we wanted,
ticket.
we wanted to get all the signs, not,
Yeah.
yeah,
The signs and. the
You're right.
ordinance.
I think we should do signs.
Yeah,
I think in order for us to include it in our traffic ordinance, we'd have to go through the official process,
do,
which would be the speed study from V-Trans. I don't know.
seems like an awful lot for a short road, but
We could also send a letter. That says, this is the complaint, please drive safely. I don't know how effective.
can we just put up a slow children?
That's kind of what I was thinking, that at least sends a message.
Correct. Thank you.
That we know there's cars on this road that are operating at.
Wait,
To be honest, we could even look at purchasing some of those temporary speed bumps.
true,
I
I'm
don't
okay
know
with that.
how much they cost, but I've seen other towns that put them in the road and take them out during. the
You know
winter
what,
season.
I like that idea because it's a lot less work. On our part, I mean, can we just do that? Cause I really like that idea. Because honestly, we're not gonna sell
Yeah, I
it,
don't,
no matter
The
what,
sign's not gonna do that.
the sign's not gonna do that, and that's what I told them as well.
Right.
Like, I know you don't wanna hear this, I said about the signs, but she said, I know it's not, but.
I don't know if you caught that, temporary speed bumps.
I did pick up, I don't know if we're allowed, I don't know if legally we can. If there's no legal against it, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
like a
curious,
2 hour, yeah,
Like, how do they work on dirt road?
you just bury them,
Bury
or
'em.
dig a hole and stick them in there,
I'm
right?
not sure
Yeah,
if they-
You can pin them, so like Snowflake has them, their road, when I worked there, we pinned them with dowels.
Cool.
Or you can like, they have them where they're like a little hole in them and you can run a chain through them, and then your chain gets pinned on the outside of the road.
I think to be effective there, we'd need two. So the road kind of goes up and then curves to the left, that's where the residence is that the car's coming from. So you kind of want one at that curve, then one halfway in between there and Route 100. I can research it, see if we're allowed to,
Yeah.
that was just a thought I had as we were saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think the letter's always an option.
Yeah.
later on too, can be-
We can, at least we can get something in writing,
they
Right.
know
send them a
that-
letter,
They know that. Other people are aware of the situation.
yeah.
Sure.
Plus, like, if he hits that speed bump at speed, it's just a go to him.
I am a little concerned that Lamoille County Police are not answering call for asking them to go check. If we're burning out and destroying roads, that we want them, the amount of money that we pay Lamoille County, they should want to police our areas.
The burnout, yeah, if they can close the road with the burnout, that's a.
If it's obvious that our roads are getting
Torn up,
vandalized.
sure,
I mean, I'm most concerned that a child could be run over
Yeah,
by a car.
100%.
And I get that it's 1/3 of a mile road in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
So to station one, you know, there's maybe 3 on duty in the entire county. Might be a stretch, but yeah, I feel like they could work with us.
Or even if the person has the time, I mean, if they're.
Sure.
complaining about this, they
Work,
didn't
work,
correct,
right.
I just talk every day.
No.
correct, sure, there's a.
After they knocked on the door and said, this is the complaint, knock it off.
That's what I was
Like,
getting.
I'm not issuing you a citation, but
Yeah.
yeah.
We're watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Budget Hill Road,
So on the backside of the summary,
Oh, sorry guys. Still on this one real quick. The does the select board want to look into, or do you want all the dirt roads to be 35 miles per hour? Is that the
No,
next step,
No, that's
or
not what I'm saying, no,
no? Okay,
no.
just discussion on that part.
No, I don't, cause I don't. I don't.
We've already done the traffic ordinance. I don't think we
Yeah.
should Go through it again.
So right now, so you just want to do temporary speed bumps if able,
Yeah, Alex is gonna
and
read.
a conversation with the sheriff's department,
Yep.
just about
Things we-
operations.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
So Mudgett Hill Road in Mudgett Drive. There was an EMS call on Mudgett Drive in the last few weeks. The resources ended up going to Mudgett Hill Road. The addresses were one digit off. Turns out both
Which
of
is
those
what we're
addresses,
that
Exactly.
is
exact situation.
interesting.
Turns out it's actually a little worse because both of those homeowners have the same name.
Oh, of course they do.
So the dispatch center sent the units to the correct call. They arrived at the incorrect address, just based on how they travel up Route 100 and the first Mudgett they saw, they turned off. So it resulted in a 5-minute delay. Not consequential this
Thank
time,
God.
but it got me thinking that there's a potential here for a road name change.
I
They're
mean,
they're
that's-
within
Yeah,
400 or 500 feet of each other. My recommendation would be that we change Mudgett Drive because it terminates.
Yep.
Mudgett Hill Road goes up over and into Johnson.
well, and that's what we said on Tenny Hill, right?
Correct.
That was our reasoning by not doing that, what they want. So,
So a week and a half ago, I reached out to the E911 coordinator for the state, seeing if there was precedent to do this.
sure.
I haven't heard back.
Oh, okay.
So they're busy doing a bunch of updates for signage or symbol changes. Hopefully I receive that guidance soon. But if not, I'd like your guys' permission to reach out to the homeowners on Mudgett Drive and say, this is what we'd like to do. There was some feedback from the folks who were on Mudgett Drive saying, hey, like, this is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Is there something we can do about it? So I
Mhm.
told them I would
I
bring it to
think
you.
You got my permission.
Absolutely,
Totally.
yeah,
And I checked with Kim too to see, like when these roads were named, if there were
right.
one that was super fresh, to kind of sway which direction we went in. Apparently they've both been there for a long time.
Yeah,
So to me, it made sense to change the shorter road's name.
sure, and it terminates, like you said, that's.
Right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Great, okay, Justin, you have some errors and omissions for us?
We do. Just the one is for Vermont Transco, Vermont Electric Company. It's a utility that was added after the fact back in June, but not added to the grand list. We had a couple different submissions from the state for that. So we had a listers meeting last week and they approved it. It's the addition of $179,300 in value.
Well, nice. Okay, can I have a motion to approve that? I'll make a motion to approve it as presented. Yeah, yes. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed, abstained. Okay.
And that was made by who made the motion and who seconded?
Savannah. And
Savannah.
Matt seconded it.
Perfect. Thank you. And on the assessor board clerk update, the town of Johnson Select Board approved letting Hyde Park, we can use Johnson's assessor laptop for the Hyde Park board clerk per them. So yay. I sent out an email today to the the interlocal administrators, representatives, this with a list of changes. So letting them know that Hyde Park would be using the assessor laptop for the board clerk position. I'm no longer working for the town of St. George as their employee, really, but I'm still the E911 coordinator. So I'd like to do that under the interlocal agreement. There would be no change in hours. It'd just be, assignment of duties. And in the town of Berkshire, adding them to be a part of the assessor laptop share. So just 3 changes. We could make a new agreement out of it, or if everyone just says, yeah, we're good to go, then we just move forward till next year. But that is my update. Feels like I said a lot and jambled it all in there, but any questions for me?
Got to add an email to the laptop, just so you guys know, he called me.
Called me looking for your number.
He did. Thanks. I figured somebody gave it to me.
Justin, I have some changes on the minutes. So on the September 23rd one, on the back, Savannah's name is spelled incorrectly.
Wow, wowzer. You really read them.
I did. I really did.
I didn't even see my name spelled wrong.
Savannah, that is not her name. Look at how your last name is spelled wrong under the adjourned. Right there. DRONEU.
DRONE. Huh. Well,
And on the September 24th one, I emailed you. I was in attendance at that meeting.
And I was not.
Nicole was online.
We all were. It was a remote meeting.
Oh, right.
It was a remote meeting. I was sitting in my office at work through the whole thing. It was like,
Wait a minute.
we were all here. We were all remote, except for Alex. He was in here. So I was there.
So you gotta change the attendees remote to.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, I guess I will make the motion to approve the minutes with those changes.
Oh, and also, I believe at the 9:23 meeting, it might have been Elliot that had came in under public comment. Was that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The name, and that is exactly what it was. Oh, yeah, I didn't know who that was.
Okay. And I'm not sure if you want to do 2 different motions for the meeting minutes or all one, just because.
So
Okay, motion for the 9:23 minutes.
I move to approve the 9:23 minutes once Savannah's name is spelled correctly.
Second.
You're welcome.
I'll second that. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, sustained,
Abstaining.
okay. 9:24 meeting minute. Got a motion?
I move to approve them with the changes we discussed.
Okay, second?
Second.
I don't think you can, you weren't here.
You're abstaining on that one.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Savannah's seconding that. Okay, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, sustained. Great, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. The only thing we didn't, the time we adjourned, I think we didn't.
Think what, it's the 2:03, exactly what it says.
On the September 24th one.
To the left of it says 2:03.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 2:03, sorry.
Sarah here.
That was the agenda.
That was the agenda time, but I didn't.
Justin, I should have a note on that adjournment time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If I may make a comment, so when you do basically during that meeting, no one verbalized who was present, and I took attendance based on who spoke in the video and who I could see. So we're gonna do remote meetings. If we could just say who's here and then
Oh, absolutely, I can do that. Yep.
cool.
That's hard to believe that your name didn't make it on there for the speaking.
She must have not spoken.
That's what I'm saying, it's impossible.
I'm like, I be there.
I did. I know I did, because I know exactly what we talked about. Probably multitasking.
So if we have anything else.
I have something that I want to bring up. So I was at our local regional whatever emergency team meeting, and just something I want to put on the radar with it's I know it's a ways out because of the addition to the fire department being still a ways off, but I think the schools are our schools that are our shelters currently, are they Red Cross shelters or no? Do we know that? I don't know, but regardless.
It's called out in the plan.
Okay, so regardless, if we want the fire departments to be a Red Cross approved shelter, which means that the Red Cross can activate them if they need to in an emergency, which means that they're eligible for like reimbursements and things like that through the Red Cross. We have to go through a process of getting them approved. So it might be something to put on the radar if that's what we want to do,
to get in touch with Michaela, Olam, who's our Red Cross, when the time comes, and they'll come and approve it, make sure it meets their standards, and then it would become on their list of approved Red Cross shelters that they would be able to use, and they could activate it, which makes us eligible for, once we have that, you know, that could be more of an option than the schools, because the schools might not be able to be opened, so just
Not
something.
Michaela Foodie.
No, Michaela's the state, Michaela, I have her information.
Perfect. If you don't mind just sending that to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ways off because it's not gonna, the building won't be ready for them to do their stuff for a while, but yes.
Awesome.
So I didn't know if it's something we wanted to do, but it just opens up more options if they needed more Red Cross shelters in the state.
Probably one of those things where it doesn't hurt to.
It doesn't hurt to have it available. I think the Armory in Morrisville is currently one. The the Johnson State or whatever it's called now is one. But there's certain buildings that are approved for the Red Cross.
Awesome.
Just something to think about. But I didn't know if there was difference. Eden School is one. But yeah, Pacific.
We're kind of the Lone Ranger there.
Yes.
Just skips over Hyde Park.
Right. Yes, yeah, and there's actually a lot of talk right now, where actually all the EMDs in the county are working on a, because we kind of are on an island here in Hyde Park, of a map of all the shelters in the area and what towns might be willing to go into MOUs, so that could be coming down the line of like, if one shelter in you know, like Wolcott they have parts of their town that can't get to their shelter, if the next town over would be willing to open up their shelter for them, and how the reimbursements would go and who would pay for that and things like that. So that's all in the works within all the towns right now.
Awesome.
So that's it.
Motion of-
And Nicole, you said we'd be eligible for reimbursements, or eligible for what exactly?
It potentially, if the Red Cross opened it up, then the Red Cross would come and like staff it and do whatever they needed to do within the shelter. So we wouldn't be responsible for manning it and all the things. The Red Cross would come in and
Bring food.
they would take care of all the operating, everything.
Okay.
So it just makes it more accessible to different options. So yeah.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
Second.
Woo!
Thanks.
Have a good night, y'all.
Bye, listen.
Oh, don't forget to sign the form if you haven't.
It's already done.